in '75, I came over with some friends to Fairfield Harbor, doing some golfing and some and boating, and thought about buying here, but unfortunately IBM, who I worked for at the time, decided that what I really should do is go to Texas. And so I spent about 13 years in Texas.
Came back here, what year did you say you came
Well,
back?
we came back in 2006. We bought a piece of property in 2006. We built it in 2007. And we're kind of here for the duration, if you will. So this is home, as far as we're concerned.
You know, Paul, I got you on a little bit early because timing seemed to work out, and I appreciate you coming on early. But I see you've got a sheet here of talking points for the program. That scares me, because that means you're organized and you really got a bunch of stuff you want to cover.
Well, there's a few
How are we
things.
going to cover that stuff?
Well, I'll cover either fronted or unfronted, as the case may be.
Pithily.
You got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just was going to actually go down the points that you were asking, which is, yes, I'm relatively new, going on my 6 years to the Craven County area as far as permanent residence concerned. But in fact, spending over 8 years up in Raleigh kind of gave me a calibration of it.
Were you active in the Republican Party in Raleigh? I mean, if there is a bastion of liberalism, wouldn't it be Raleigh and Charlotte or not?
Well, state capitals, by definition, when I left Raleigh, by the way, I went to Austin, Texas. At least the
State capital.
State capitals, by definition, almost are places.
Really?
Because they are the place where the government is. And when the government believes that it's in control, and the people who subscribe to that or influence that or are part of that are part of that environment. But I found, in general, Raleigh was a good place to be. And my little talking points, one of the points I made was I've been a assistant precinct chief. I've been a precinct chairman. I've been a vice chairman of a county. I've been on the North Carolina executive board.
You love the drill, in other words.
Well, yeah, and I enjoy their organization, and I'm more of an organizational politician, if you will. I haven't run for office, don't intend to.
Yeah. Well, Paul Hill, Chuck Tyson, the former chair of the Craven County Democrat Party and mayor of Trent Woods, was on the program earlier, an hour and a half ago, and he mentioned there's a great, strong team in place.
Yes.
You sign on to that?
I do. One of the points that being a county chairman, it's one of those kind of things everybody kind of looks at and says, if you're in organizational politics, gee, it really looks like a great place. You know, it's a good job. You get to do a lot of interesting things.
Who says that? Just came up and was talking about the comments that now Republican Mayor Lee Bettis made, and so you're going to bring that all together in Craven County?
Well, according to Mayor Bettis, I don't think he can meet with us much more than a few.
Well, be a citizen.
Like
Be a citizen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I truly have to. But the answer is yes. By the way, Renner's wife, Allison, sitting right next to it.
Yeah.
And he holds one of our important positions in the Republican Party. Right. As a matter of fact, he was elected at the same convention I was elected at.
The party is going more conservative than they have been in the past. Is that a correct statement?
I'm not sure that's really true. Okay. I think, in fact, we're constitutionalists. We only believe that the document actually has some meaning associated with it. We believe that people are responsible for their actions. That's kind of a good place to start.
Right.
And that's been a party doctrine, if you will.
Okay.
When you asked a while ago, my kind of background, one of the things that I was lucky enough to do is I've been to 3 national conventions. That's an experience into itself. 2 of those were well, one I was from North Carolina, one I was from Texas, and then I was also a visitor in the third in Dallas. And one of the things that you get a chance to do is see kind of how the other half lives, even though I've lived all over the United States and all over the world.
And it's real political any convention.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to ask you one question, and I've got to wrap it up in one minute, Paul, literally. But the party of less government intrusion, it now wants a bill which would unanimously pass the State House requiring the state's public school elementary students to learn cursive handwriting and memorize multiplication tables. In 1 minute, and please no more, isn't that more intrusion or not from the party that doesn't want government intrusion?
I think what the Corey has made very clear, and the legislature that supports him, is that we need people to be prepared to meet the economic needs of themselves and the county and the state. And in all honesty, we haven't done a particularly good job at doing that. In order to do that, you need the skills that employers want. And those are the skills the employer wants. And if you give some idea of how important that is to McCrory and to the legislature, Bill HB 4 set up a set of situations where we now have different kinds of graduation certificates coming out of high school.
Okay.
And this is all part of that exercise.
Fair enough. Paul Hill, thank you very much for being here. I'm glad you came on. Appreciate you coming on a little early.
Okay.
And congratulations on the new honor that you had as head of the Craven County Chair, and fasten your chin strap, man.
Thanks, Darren.
Have at it. I appreciate it. Be careful walking down those stairs. Phil and